Hey, what's going on, guys? So we've got a great show. Happy Monday. I hope you had a good weekend this weekend. I know I have my lip is getting bigger. I'm having an allergic reaction to something. I don't know what it is, but we do have Brenda with us. So let me go ahead and run that intro. Today's guest, singer-songwriter Brenda Blanco, goes like this. Check it out.
¿De dónde saliste tú para dañarme la razón, para confundir mi corazón, para revolverme todo tú? Por ti yo olvido lo que soy, por ti yo vivo y muero, como esa niña que una vez lo dejó todo por amor. Cuando estoy junto a ti, corazón, se me rompe la calma. Solo quiero tu piel y me muero por saborearla. Tú me matas, me hieres, me quedas.
Hey, well, look who's here.
Hi.
How are you doing, mija? How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. How about yourself?
I'm alive and well. You look beautiful today. Look at
Oh,
you.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I shouldn't say that. You look beautiful all the time. That's horrible that I even said that. You look beautiful. Sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. No, we don't look beautiful. I don't feel like I look beautiful all the time. It's just like sometimes, you go a little extra with the makeup and the lips.
Yeah, my lip is bothering me. I'm having an allergic reaction. I had some dinner earlier today, and it probably had some onion powder or something. I'm allergic to onions and peppers, and so my lips are saying, "Hey, dude," and it's a real deal. People they think it's that's how I know when some people say, "Oh, I'm allergic to this," and you're like, "Really?" I have like real physical reaction to it. So
Right, right,
it's
right.
like this stuff is really bad for me. So real quick, we have, let's see here, we have El Gorrión y la Paloma. They said saludos. Hey, how
Yes.
are you doing? Well,
Hi.
thank you so very much. Hey, and you know what? Kelly Delgado, what are you doing here, girlfriend? Thank you so very much. Kelly, let us know who you have on your show. She's got a great show. She's doing really, really awesome. I think she's celebrating she's got a year already under her belt. I know she does, but she's also got some nominations up here. It's really awesome. Thanks so very much for joining us. Let us know who you got on there, girlfriend. Fabian Pena, he says, hey, replying to Kelly, she says, hello, everybody. And then Gigi La Chicana, hey, how you doing? Saludos from Mission, Texas. Girlfriend, let us know who is on your show. She's got a great show as well. I saw
She
her
does.
I saw her in Vegas for like that much, and then she disappeared. What happened? I knew I took a shower, girl. I had even culon on and everything. I have my own culon. It's called Olas de Toro by Menin.
She was all over the place. I could
I
see
know she
her.
was. Yeah, she was everywhere. So it's pretty cool. David Vela in the house. He says, hello, Indio. Taking some film set break. Yes. Wanted to say hi. What's up, brother? David Oakland is watching. Now, David Vela, he is the Centurion. He's our resident actor. He's the
Yes.
Centurion in the Netflix series, The Chosen. That's where he's in now.
Right.
He's actually filming a new series right now, which is pretty cool. Kind of in the same kind of vein of what he's been doing before, which is kind of weird. He actually sent me a picture, which is really funny. There's a guy that's taller than him, and he's tall. He's like 6'2", 6'3", which is really big. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of, that's weird. Fabian says, saludos, amiga, de parte de sus amigos, los Arcos Hermanos Peña.
Saludos,
Oficial.
amigo.
Fabian,
Saludos, amigo.
how are you doing, Fabian? Thanks very much. You guys need to come back on the show. We need to talk to y'all. Gavino Perez. Hey, how you doing, my friend Gavino? Gavino Promotions is tuned in. I'm sorry I didn't respond to your text earlier, Gavino. I will get back to you. I've been so busy. And now I'm like, look at me. I feel like getting 2 rocks and just, but it's gonna be big. That's I got these big bubble lips. Next thing you know, I'm gonna be talking like this now.
I know.
Yeah, it sucks. It hurts. This is okay, but sometimes it hits my eyes and then I can't see, and that's when it's really bad. It says
Right.
amazing singer with great vocals. David Vela, Oakland is
Oh,
watching.
thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you actually took me by surprise because we were we were actually, when I met you was at the radio
Gala.
gala. Yeah, at the radio
Yes.
gala, and you were just like, you were smiling, and I was like, okay, what did I do? Ooh, I know her song. And you just wanted to get interviewed, but that was really cool. And you were wonderful there, and thank you so very
Thank
much.
you.
I do apologize. People don't realize how many people I talk to at the
Right,
radio gala. And you saw the line. There's so many people that want to talk to me, which is wonderful problem to have.
right.
But I really do have a lot of people there, and it's just like ongoing. And I hadn't had anything to eat. People don't realize they don't bring me anything to eat. I'm just sitting there. I can't get up.
Oh my
And I
God.
need to go to the potty, and they're like,
You
"No."
know, that was my first time, and I kind of thought that there was going to be food there, but there was no food. So for next time, some tacos or something.
I have I have food in my bag, but I couldn't get out of my chair. It was just like the only time I got out of my chair was to say hello to, like, well, Patsy because it's Patsy, and then Shelly because it's Shelly, and then a couple of other people, and that was about it. But yeah, it was hectic. Mercedes Renee, how are you doing, girlfriend? She says, you looking gorgina, mama. There you go. That's a word, gorgina. I like that one.
Georgina.
You look
Yes.
you look great, India. Don't lie to me, girl. You don't have to lie to me. I know what I look like because I wake up every morning and I have that dream. When you have that dream where you're like, oh, you suave and debonair, you've got the long brown sassy hair, and you wake up and you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, oh man, it's me again. That's
I
the way.
know. We look
Kelly,
at ourselves every day in the mirror.
yeah, that's how come I have drapes over mine, so I don't have to. Uh, Kelly says she's gonna have Brenda tomorrow. You're gonna be
I
on her
am going to be with
show.
Kelly tomorrow.
What time?
Kelly, what time? I don't know. I think it's 7. I don't know. Kelly,
See,
answer.
Kelly. Gigi says you disappeared. I did not disappear. How can I disappear, girl? I'm so big I could jump in the
No,
air and get stuck. That's how big I am. You can't miss me.
no, Gigi walks so fast. She's all over the place. Her mind is all over the place. So, yeah, no, I believe you. She disappeared.
So I'm everywhere. Mercedes says I'm a godly woman. I don't lie.
Right.
George says, saludos, Indio and Brenda Cali, support Freestyle Cartel in the house. George, how are
Hello,
you doing,
George.
brother? Thank you so very much. I stopped by your show the other day and
Thank
said,
you so
howdy do,
much.
George. George is really, really awesome. He's a great guy.
Yes, he's a great supporter.
Thank you so very much, George. I appreciate everything you do. And Kelly reminds us, 7 p.m. tomorrow, Kelly Delgado, Kelly D show. You go watch it on Sirius Tejano. She's got a great show, always asking great questions. And it's just really awesome all the way around. You got to go and support. She's a
She is
wonderful
amazing.
person. Yeah, she is.
Yes.
And hopefully I gave her some good advice, because if it's screwed up, it's my fault. I would try to help her. Okay.
Yeah, no, she's amazing. She really
She
is.
she is amazing, but I was like, I'm trying to help her. I'm gonna send some stuff down her way, because not that her show is bad. It's not. It's just a technical help. It's what I'm trying to do.
Right. Yeah.
I wanted to come to. I wanted, when she said she was going to start, I was like, come on my radio station, but she wanted to go with Sirius, which is fine. But
Yes.
you
No
know,
hard feelings.
no, of course not. We're all good friends. So that's all that really matters. And
Right.
I don't have there's plenty of room for all of us. Besides, I don't know. I don't care. It's just, let's just have fun. What does it matter? So we all doing our own thing, and
Of
we
course.
have our own pathway, we have our own deal and everything else. And so that's
Correct.
the
I
best
hear
way to
you.
do. Rick Valderrama says, saludos. Rick,
Saludos.
my friend, you know what? Rick has this song, and I just heard it earlier today, and I'm telling you, it's a banger. And it's a duet, and I'm not going to tell you with who, but it's a banger. It's a good one.
Awesome.
Yes, so you got to watch out for that one. So
That's
anyway,
good.
sweetheart, when I talked to you, you were doing a song. You had just released a duet with Los Arcos Hermanos Peña, which are just a great bunch of guys. They really down pat. I love
Amazing.
they play really well together, and they're it's a great contrast of music that they have together. But that's kind of what I knew from you. And
Mhm.
you have a very striking look. First of all, you're very tall. Well, I'm very short, so we kind of, you know.
I was gonna say, I don't think I'm very tall.
Well,
I'm
you were
only
wearing
5'4". I'm
you were
only 5'4".
you were wearing heels that made you look
Well,
like six
yeah,
feet
I do.
tall.
I do wear heels.
You were wearing heels that made you look 6 feet tall, and I look like a munchkin next to you. And so I was like,
Actually, the funny thing is that back in the day, I always thought I was tall. Nowadays, is like my brother keeps telling me, "Is like, girl, you're not tall, like at all." And my
"You're."
boy is 6'1", and he looks at me down, like, so I
I,
don't feel very.
you said you're 5'4". I'm almost 5'6".
Are
There's
you? Oh,
yes,
but I was wearing heels though
yes,
that
I
day.
know, and
Yeah.
I was like, she's really tall to me because, well, I know I wouldn't be rude and not stand up because you're a female. I always try to be as respectful as I can,
Right. Right.
but hmm, I just remember you being taller, and honestly, what was distracting was your smile. You have a great smile. You have a
Oh,
beautiful
thank you,
smile,
thank you, thank you,
and that was what was distracting to me. So that's all I remember about meeting you, was that you had this beautiful smile, and very radiating,
thank
and
you.
infectious. And so I was like, sit down, and I was really really tired. That's what another thing too. We sat down, we had a great conversation,
We
but that was one
did.
of the songs, and you told me about your other songs, and it stuck in my mind. And you have to understand, I had like 42 interviews that day,
Yes,
and
yes.
there were
We
only
talked towards the end.
yes. And so
Hmm.
there were only a couple of things that really kind of stuck in my head, and yours was one of the songs. And I went to look you up,
Hmm.
and I was like, why haven't I heard this music before? And then I find out that you're a singer songwriter, which is really awesome. So where you been hiding? So, wh- where you been? And why
actually,
you?
I was hiding in church 20 years. But no, I did mariachi very early days, like 13, 15, up to 19. Mariachi Garibaldi here in the valley. I was their main vocal singer. And then I went into church music. Well, I started attending church, and I was a worship leader, backup singer. I would do many different things within the band, and then led worship, of course, at the same time. Wrote a few songs here and there, but music has been in my vein since 4 or 3 years old. I always remember being kind of the center of attention all the time. People were always like, "Oh, let her sing, let her sing." I don't even know if they knew that I could sing. It was just like I love dancing and singing. So people would just kind of put me on the spot, and I would go for it. I won my very first award when I was like 5 years old. And
Oh
then
wow!
yeah, and then as a fifth grader, I won my first also like recognition. And then I kept
Well,
going on. By 12, I was already doing gigs in Mexico. Um
wow.
like small gigs. Well, not small gigs. I don't like to call them small or big. I think every gig is important, and it doesn't have a size to it. But what I'm saying is, like, I was opening I was getting hired for grand openings of huge stores in Mexico. And my family would just kind of put her down, stuff like that. So
Yeah, I understand the the Mexican culture. They tend to, hey man, I just graduated with a 4.0. Ah, you ain't shit. And you're like, whoa, what happened, man? But it's interesting to me. It's very distinct, is what it is.
right.
And I can understand. I can relate to the, people would pay me as well when I would sing. Obviously, it was to be quiet, so that's why. Not just kidding. No, no. But I mean, I was really taken aback by your voice. It was really
Thank you.
something that was different. It was a different tonality. It was different. Uh, uh, I am an audiophile, so I really listen to a lot of the music that's behind it, and then I listen to the vocals. I'm not a native speaker of Spanish, so I have to do the reverse. I have to listen to the words and then translate them into English and kind of
Uh-huh.
rearrange it, because Spanish is
Yes.
backwards.
Right.
But I really did enjoy what I was hearing. And actually, the first song that I heard from you was "Tu enemigo eres tú."
Yes,
That's the first one. You
that's an
had
original song.
Yeah, you had given me the one from Los Arcos Hermanos Peña that you had done with them.
Right.
And that one's a great song too. But the
Mm-hmm.
first one that I had heard was the other one. And I
Mm-hmm.
was like, this is interesting. And it's a jump from that song to Los Arcos Hermanos. So
Right.
it shows your versatility, which is
Right.
really, really good. Because it's not easy to genre jump when you're used
Right.
to one genre to the other. And now you're telling me that you're really doing mariachi then to this one. So it shows versatility, which is really, really
Yes.
good.
Right.
So I tell you what, let's listen to Tu Enemigo Eres Tú, so that way we can get a baseline of where you started in this era now,
Yes,
and
absolutely.
so that way we can kind of get a grasp for those of y'all who don't know Brenda. Why don't you know her? But if you don't, so that way we can get a better feeling of what your vocal tone is, and then we'll listen to Los Arcos, because then we'll hear a different side of you, and we'll
Hmm.
understand better your vocal range, because then we can really top it off with your new song, because that one takes us in a totally different direction, which is
That's
really
right.
wonderful. And
Yes.
Fabian says she did great. Yeah. Y'all
Oh,
guys were
thank you.
y'all guys weren't too shabby, bro. Y'all guys were too good. So y'all were good too, man. So
Yeah,
there
really,
you go.
really
Yeah,
good. I was
definitely.
very nervous with them because I
Mhm.
love their they have a very unique way of doing their vocals and I loved it and they are all very, very talented.
Yeah, they are, and I appreciate the hard work and effort that they put into the music. Anyone who does that much effort into it should always be respected, and
Absolutely.
given that respect, because they deserve it. We tend to forget, because of streaming services like Spotify and YouTube and all this other stuff. We've taken away the value of what the hard work that they put into it, and artists deserve that respect of what they've done.
Right.
And it's much more than the $9.99 that you pay every month. It's far more.
Yes.
Their value has been taken away by that. We should support them more, so that
That's
we
right.
can keep enjoying this. If not, then it's going to be overtaken by these machines that just give you what you want. And you know what?
Mhm. Mhm.
When you were a kid, you used to love macaroni and cheese. You could eat it for breakfast, for lunch, and for dinner. But do you do that now?
Mhm.
So she's mashed potatoes, bro. Take
Right.
mashed potatoes,
I'm
because
kind of picky. I don't like macaroni and cheese.
you don't. Okay, well, it was nice talking to you. So let's move on. No, just kidding.
No, you know why I said that? Because Gigi's gonna come up somewhere here in the comments because we've spent quite a bit of time lately, and she's like, "You're so picky," but I am picky. But I
I
love good food.
I have been told that I'm picky when I eat, but
Really?
this is why I need to be careful. I'm not picky. I'm careful. Real quick, let's before we listen to your song, George just popped up with a question. He says, "As a mother, businesswoman, and rising artist, what is the number one piece of advice you would give your fellow independent creators trying to build a career on their own terms?" That's a good question, George.
Do you want me to answer now?
Yeah, that's what he's
Oh,
asking.
okay. Oh God, it's so complex. Motherhood is so complex. We have I have a 20-year-old, a 17-year-old, and an 11-year-old. So all of that is like I'm living three different stages of and they're starting to drive. So now, if they're not home, you by the time they said they're supposed to be and all that stuff. So I think motherhood is gonna be forever. Is like you never take a break from that. So if you're a mother, if you are, a businesswoman like I am, and you're trying to create also and build a career on what you love and your passion is, I think you just gotta be very good at multitasking, time management. You got to keep your priorities straight. Who is number one in your life, and who do you contact first in the morning? All of those things that fall in place during the day, like, have a really good and a strict routine so that you can get everything done. But I am a learner of life in general. I study things. I always study, like I hadn't read for a long time, and yesterday I started back reading. And my little one, which I've always pushed reading for them, is like, Mom, I'm proud of you, you picked up a good book again. And I was like, I was,
I
you
read all
know
the time. Stop, go. No, just kidding.
yes. But it's for me, my 11-year-old is my chicle. She's with me all the time. Like she knows everything I do. She knows the song I'm going to release. So get them involved. Like, don't compartmentalize, like get everything together. I have very good people that I know that are in the music industry, and they're also in real estate, so we talk both. And it kind of it's a big capirotada, but as long as you know that you do, for example, I do my own marketing, so every day you're going to see posts about my music. Every day you're going to see posts about real estate.
Yeah, David Vela just mentioned Indio. Brenda is a realtor. I know she is a music artist.
Actually, loan officer,
she's
but
a loan officer. I don't
right.
like her even more now because I've been turned down. No, just kidding.
Yeah, loan
No, no,
officer.
no.
We take care of the financial part of the
Mhm.
house.
Yes, I
The
know.
realtor is more deals with the price, negotiating, and all
Yeah,
that. But we work together.
you facilitate the actual transaction of the house to one person
Yes,
to the other is what you do,
that's
which
right.
is which is super great. And being a I don't know if you know this, but the Navajo word for woman is adsa etehoe, which means heaven and earth, because
Beautiful.
that's the word for woman, because
Oh wow, very
women
interesting.
women we're supposed to take care of women. We're supposed to take care of our women, all the women that are around us. No man walks this earth without a woman. And so
Right,
those are the things. That's why we call her both heaven and earth. That's
right,
she is the carrier of life.
right, right,
And
right.
so that is the importance of women. And I think, unfortunately, in this time, in this day and age, people don't realize their value. We need
Correct.
to understand we all carry value,
Right.
and our value is not measured by someone else.
That's absolutely right.
That's incorrect. You cannot count on someone measuring your value in
Right.
anything. And it's admirable that you're following your path this way with your children and everything else, which is a very admirable position, especially teenagers who are starting to drive. Just, it's a good thing that you're down south. I don't have to be around teenagers driving because I'm afraid. No, just kidding. I know what I was like when I was driving as a kid, but I learned how to drive when I was 12, because I grew up
Me
on a farm.
too. I was 12 and I learned in Mexico.
Okay, those are people are crazy. I've been there 4 times. I was there 4 times, but twice I was drunk, so I don't know if they count. But when I was sober, I was like, oh my god, they 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 don't follow signs. They don't.
No,
They
no.
just
Uh-uh.
they
You
just
don't.
go, and then they get in the cab. I was like, I'm not gonna get in a cab. Are you kidding me? I don't have flat gear. I don't. No, I don't have anything. So,
It's
but
interesting.
I don't know how they. My insurance doesn't cover down here, so it's a different thing. And if you learned in Mexico,
I did.
that's gotta be that's gotta be
Yes. But
you.
going back to George, all I have to say is like, first of all, God is my rock. He's the one that I go to when I cry, when I feel frustrated, when I feel, that if all things are caving in, because, people see in social media the beautiful part of your life. We don't put our real struggles in social media, so there are things that we keep to ourselves, and those things only your closest friends and the people that love you, they know those things. But at the end of the day, I believe whatever your faith is, for me is God, and that's where I anchor my life. And at the end of the day, when I'm going off the path somewhere where I'm not supposed to, or I'm getting distracted doing something that I'm not supposed to, I think God always pulls me back and reprioritizes my life. And I think, as a mom, that is really important to me. Three of my kids are musical inclined. My son plays in a band. He's an amazing musician, plays piano, producer, songwriter at 17.
Wow.
My Yeah, my daughter as well. She's not very active in music, but she's got an amazing voice, also an amazing musician. So all of them are involved in music somehow because they grew up around me, and there was always guitars, there was always music, so at the end of the day, it's music for us is a family thing.
So
So
very cool. Well, let's take a listen to "Tu enemigo eres
yes,
tú."
sir.
It's a wonderful song. Take a listen rather, and it is by the one and only Brenda Blanco.
Thank
Here,
you.
the multi-talented, multifunctional, everything, singer, songwriter, and everything else. I'm just Indio. I'm just here taking up air. That's all I'm doing. The one and only Brenda Blanco. Tu enemigo eres tú. There you go. Goes like this.
Eras tú el que decía que yo te mentiría, te la pasabas buscando para encontrarme algo. Sin embargo, en toda historia, el que se la siempre tiene cola, viviendo atormentado por cosas que ni han pasado. Qué afán de destruir lo que tanto habías deseado. Lo tenías todo y lo hiciste a un lado. Tú buscando enemigos, cuando tu enemigo fuiste tú. Tu enemigo no fui yo, siempre fuiste tú mismo. Tu enemigo en el espejo lo veías tú solito. Te inventabas escenarios que no existían, convertías cada duda en profecía. El veneno que me dabas tú lo bebías, me culpabas de tus miedos día con día. Qué afán de destruir lo que tanto habías deseado. Lo tenías todo y lo hiciste a un lado. Tú buscando enemigos, cuando tu enemigo fuiste tú. Tu enemigo no fui yo, siempre fuiste tú mismo. Tu enemigo en el espejo lo veías tú solito. Y en la soledad de tu dolor descubriste que tu error mató nuestro amor. Pero ya no, bebé, ya no, hoy no, ya no. Hoy no.
love that song. And
Thank you.
it's kind of it's got that kind of that you know like a hip hop beat behind it. It's
Thank
really
you. Thank you. Okay. You are the third person since I released this song that kind of notices that. Um, so what we did with that song, of course, that's an original song, and when I wanted well, of course, I had the lyrics, and we produced the song, and one of the things that we wanted to do with that song was basically get mariachi, as the main genre, but throw in something that will, remain and be there for the time because you hear that urban little sound in the middle and I have one person in YouTube that said, wow, this is a very interesting sound, and you're the other person, and I feel like, wow, not a lot of me, and I know a lot of artists, and not a lot of them have mentioned anything about that. They've mentioned how beautiful it is and that they love it, but not that part.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's an 802, it's or an 808 rather, a kick drum. But I picked it up right away when I first heard it, and I was like, oh wow, check it out. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's progressive. That's really why I like it. It's because it's moving the music forward. And if you watch
Right.
my show, that's constantly what I'm saying is we need to move the music forward. You know,
Right.
it needs to grow. We need to keep pushing the music forward and embrace new music. That's what we need to do
Yes.
because that's really how we're going to keep. That's how we're
That's
going to
right.
broaden the genre. We have to do it that way, which is that's really great, and I love everything that's. When I first heard it, I really loved the song, and I was like, that's it.
Yes.
It's not overpowering. It's not obtuse. It is very well managed within the song, and it adds to it. It doesn't take it away. It doesn't
No.
overpower it. Doesn't
Yes.
it's not intrusive. It's part of the song, and it makes the song what it is.
Right.
And the lyrics on top of it are very the way you sing it is it's also emotional. It's very it's
Yes.
it's it's cross cultural, so it marries itself. It's very married a song, so it's a beautiful song. Uh,
Yes.
Real quick, Emerald, hey Hoya, how are you doing? She says, "Hello, Brenda. Hello, Radio.
Hello.
How are you doing, sweetheart? Thank you very much for joining us. I really do appreciate
Thank
it."
you.
She joined me there in Las Vegas. She was just a busy bee. She was everywhere. If you watched her Facebook, she posted a bunch of pictures and videos and everything else. She called me out because I got late. I got there late. It was too funny. But I mean, it's hard. For me, it is. It's because it's constant. It's constantly going, and I guess I'm a little jaded because I've done it for so long. But
Right.
it was her first time, and she just had a blast, and I'm so happy for her.
Right.
And she really did a great job. And by the way, Emerald, if I didn't say so, thank you so very much for all your hard work because you did an
Yes.
awesome
Um,
job, and I really do appreciate it. She's going to be her along with Mel Labrego and their talk trends, and I mean trends, tracks, and talk. Their show
yes.
is going to be tomorrow. They're going to be at the Tejano Music Museum, and they're going to be there for
Nice.
the induction of Shelly Lattes. So they'll be in there tomorrow,
That's really good.
and I should be there as well. So
Awesome.
I will see you there. So we will all be together. That'll be awesome. And just if you get an opportunity, watch the show. Tomorrow's at 7 o'clock, and it happens every other weekend. I mean, every other week, and usually they're well. Tomorrow will be at 6, but usually they're at 7 o'clock. So just watch out for them. It's a really good show. You know,
Yes.
from the female perspective, it's what I love. It's because of the fact that they don't hide who they are. They
Right.
don't try to compensate for anything. They're just women talking their view, their thing, and that's what makes it so good. Is because they're
Yes.
expressing themselves from their point of view, which
Right.
is what I encourage anyone to do. Just be yourself. Just be who you are,
Yes. Absolutely.
and that's it. Because there's too much already out there. We should learn to be with each other and help each other and everything else.
Absolutely.
Norma Salazar. How are you doing, Norma?
Hello, Norma.
Yard. I'm sorry I didn't see you Sunday, but I had to leave. I do apologize. And she's a sweetheart. She
She is.
she brought me a package, and I was supposed to go down there. They wouldn't let her bring it in to the expo, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll go. I'll call you." And I just forgot, and I just left. I was going to stay till Monday, but I had to leave on Sunday. I had to be in New Mexico, so that's why I left. Sorry, Brenda, Norma, but I do appreciate you. Ooh, Gil Jimenez, how you doing, brother? Échale ganas, Miss
Hello.
Brenda. Follow your dreams and shoot for the stars. Y
Yes, thank
saludos,
you.
the great India. Oh, Gil, you don't have to do that. I'm just a guy, brother. I'm just a regular old guy, man. Uh, Gil Jimenez, of course, son of Flaco Jimenez. Gil has some great music. He was on the show. And I can't wait for you to come back, Gil, and keep trucking, brother. Keep doing what you're doing. And
Yes.
I own you. You don't know. Okay, Norma, thank you. Roger Dodger, congratulations, Brenda, on your Uprising Female Artist Award.
Thank you.
What?
Thank you so
Yes,
much.
that's right. That was with the All Stars, right?
That's right. Yes.
See,
Such a privilege.
yeah,
Yes.
that was really great to get some recognition. It's wonderful to have that,
Yes.
with you, and
Thank you.
to show your, that you are being watched, you are being taken care of. Roger V, how are you doing, brother? Saludos, Brenda and Indio. Blessings
Hello.
to Brenda on her musical journey.
Thank you. Yes, thank
Saludos,
you so much.
Roger V. Roger Dodger, he's going to be on the show. We had a date, we had to reschedule it, but he will come back on the show. I promise you. Uh, uh, um, Este Gavino talked to me earlier today. We just haven't set a date, Roger V, but Roger V will be
Nice.
on the show, so just be watching out for that. And then Gil says, "Ya sabes, hermano, you know it, Gil." So whenever and once you're ready, come on back, brother, so that way we can have a talk and get you on the show and everything else. Let's see here. Oh, my good buddy from DFW says, "Shout out from DFW. What time is it? It's Tejano time. He's got a
All
show,
right.
yeah, Tejano time on YouTube. He's got a great show, and you need to go and check him out. I don't know who do you have on
Absolutely.
tomorrow, so he's got a great show.
Absolutely. That's
Mhm.
awesome.
Okay, so let's go ahead and talk real quick about Las Cuentas Claras. I think that's
Las cuentas claras.
Las
Yes.
Cuentas Claras. Now, did you approach Los Hermanos, or did they approach you?
Well, it was a conversation we were having over dinner. Um, Mr. Jerry Pena and I were talking about, the people that we love, and how we are very fans of Miss Cello, and I was telling them or him, all of them. We were all talking, but me and him were just throwing out names, and I said, you know what song I want to do? I said Las Cuentas Claras from Cello. I said it hasn't been done, and I think Conjunto Style will sound really nice. And he was like, let's do it, girl. And I was like, let's do it. So a few weeks later, we were in the studio, and we got it done. Of course, he produced it. He's an amazing, amazing arranger, and he's just, top of the line, a legend himself. And the moment I heard the first, demo, I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be a fabulous song. And obviously that song brings, it's a huge. Not too long ago somebody asked me, what's your dream collab, and I said I already had it with Los Arcos.
Yeah,
um
you were supposed to say Indio. Just just
but because for me the song meant so much. Not only, my admiration for cello and what she gave to my childhood, but it was just, the history of the song, and then also to the lyrics, and then the memories that I build around, my family with that song, and my grandma, my mom playing that song while we were cooking, or we were, doing something. I was running around, probably I wasn't really cooking, but that meant a lot personally. And then to top it off, to have one of the best bands in conjunto, do it with me, it was just a huge honor. On the trio, you have me, you have in first, no, you have Fabian on first voice, and then I'm doing the high second, and then Mr. Jerry Pena is doing the low third. So it was just amazing, and I'm in love with that song. I still listen to it every day.
It's a great song. Real quickly,
It
David
is.
says, "Thank you, Indio. Back to the filming of film set." He said, "Great interview, David. Take care of yourself.
Thank
Thank you very
you.
much for
Thank you,
joining us.
David.
Yeah, we really do appreciate it. Once again, if you have Netflix, make sure you go and watch The Chosen. Give it a thumbs up and say, hey,
Yes, it's such a
that
good series.
the Centurion's pretty awesome. You know what? You need to give him
Awesome.
another series. He's working on one right now. So anyway,
Good, good.
but
Good
keep
for
him working.
you. Good for
The,
you, David.
the only way we can level up is together. And so let's go
Yes,
ahead and
that's
support
great.
each other. And by the way, tomorrow's show starts at 8 o'clock for It's Tejano time, and he will be doing a recap number 2 of Las Vegas. He himself, buddy, he took a lot of video, a lot of pictures, and yeah, that's definitely a plus. And let's see here. Oh, Grupo Zordical. He says, Saludos, Ndio and Brenda. Thank you so very much.
Saludos.
They love the song. These guys were on the show not too long ago.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very
Oh,
young.
that's awesome.
Yeah, very
Yes,
young
very
and
talented.
very talented. Great bunch of guys. And they have some great music as well.
Beautiful future ahead.
And handsome too.
Yes.
Handsome young men. Very handsome. Next time, don't do it at a restaurant because I got all mad at the waiter because he was being a jerk off. But we can't fix stupid. We just do what we can. Just remember, we live in Texas and we did
Yes,
bat
we
crazy,
do.
So that's the way it is. And Norma says, so proud of you, David. So stay and keep up the great work. Let's go ahead and take a listen to Las Cuentas Claras
Absolutely.
from Brenda and los hermanos,
Yes,
los arcos, los hermanos Peña. There we go.
that's right.
I knew I was going to get it. I knew it. I have it written down right here. I can't see it because I don't have my glasses on, but I have it written down. I promise you. Here you go. That's the one and only Brenda Blanco. I am
Thank
Indio.
you.
I'm Indio right here on QO Radio. Check it out.
Que te las voy a pagar. Andas diciendo por ahí lo que por mí tú sufriste. Que te quieres desquitar, de alguna forma cobrar lo que por mí tú perdiste. ¿Y qué culpa tengo yo si a ti nunca te gustó mi manera de querer? Si yo soy una mujer y tú no supiste ser lo que debe ser un hombre, qué fácil es saber cuando el cariño se acaba. Y que me quieres cobrar si nunca me diste nada. Mas si quieres terminar y de una vez aclarar con lo que tú andas diciendo, las cuentas ven a saldar, verás que en vez de cobrar me sales debiendo. Las cuentas ven a saldar, verás que en vez de cobrar a mí me sales debiendo. fácil es saber cuando el cariño se acaba y que me quieres cobrar si nunca me diste nada. Mas si quieres terminar y de una vez aclarar con lo que tú andas diciendo, las cuentas ven a saldar, verás que en vez de cobrar me sales debiendo. Las cuentas ven a saldar, verás que en vez de cobrar a mí me sales debiendo.
Very nice, very nice. I was having some tequila while I was I don't drink, so I used
I
to
don't
drink.
drink either,
Yeah,
but that's that one of those songs that you know, if you're gonna do it, just play Las Cuentas Claras.
yeah, that's one of those. Yeah, you wanna. I don't care. I don't care no more.
Yep.
But it's a beautiful song. It's really very well done. And then once again,
Thank you.
it takes your vocal. It shows a different side of your vocal ability, which
Right.
was once again, it's really awesome. People forget that harmonizing is difficult. It's very
Very
different.
difficult.
It takes it takes a different side of your talent to.
Right.
It's easy to sing by yourself, but when you have to sing and listen, that's a different thing. People
Yes. And then
don't
I have
understand.
ADHD, and it's really hard for me to focus. And, I've always done first voice. So when he said, no, you're going to do the high side, I was, shoot, like,
You're like,
it
oh,
took
wait a minute.
a lot. It took a lot, and it's not easy. That's why my hats off to them. Because of course, they've done it so long. Now they do it so at ease, right? But to get where they're at now, it took a lot of work, and it's beautiful what they do with their songs.
Yeah, practice makes perfect. Mela Abrego, how are you doing, girlfriend? She says, hello, everyone.
Hello,
Love
Mel.
the powerhouse of women on today. Saludos from San Antonio. I'm not a woman. I'm not.
Mel is a powerhouse.
Yeah, my long hair is because I'm Native American. See, my cap, it says so. But I'm not.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, Esmeralda says, hey, that's a beautiful song with Los Arcos Hermanos Peña, Oficial. A great
Yes,
collaboration, of course. Yes, it is a great collaboration. Norma
yes.
Salazar says, beautiful music, of
Thank
course.
you, thank you.
Beautiful music. And, it was a great collaboration. It really sounded very good. I love the fact that the bass is going a counter melody, and it's a walking bass that they're playing on this one, as opposed to the way they normally play the bass when they're doing a conjunto song. But it really fits. Once again, it's
Right.
different, and so it has it carries a lot of emotional weight. That's what's great about this song. It carries a lot
Oh
of
my
emotional
God.
weight.
Yes.
Mhm.
I've had three people when we perform it live, and then other two times when people have approached me with tears in their eyes, and they say this song is something else, and it brings me back to my mom listening to it. And some of these people, their parents already passed away, because this song was written 1938.
Mhm.
So it was made popular in 1978 by cello.
Mhm.
And so some of the abuelitos, abuelitas, they were listening to the songs in 1970s, right? And right now they're no longer with us, but the generations like myself, that have listened to it because of them, are connecting with this song once again, and it makes us very happy. Los Arcos and I, of course, are very happy. It was also nominated on the top 5 for the All Stars, and we've been doing great with that song, and it's just amazing. They keep asking us if we're going to do another collaboration in this line of songs, And of course, it would be something that is on the works. Of course, they just have a collaboration, and they have so much work, and I'm working on some stuff myself, but eventually, hopefully, we meet again to do another one.
That's great. If you need a guest musician, I play an awesome triangle. Ding.
There you go. There you
Just,
go. And
just
you were
saying.
talking about the bass. I happen to think that Fabian Pena is one of the best bass players
Mhm.
in the industry, and he's s- so good at it. And when you hear the bass in that song, it just makes the song so much powerful.
Yeah, that's, and I pay attention to certain things, and things that stand out, and it's my way of showing respect for the
Thank
artists that
you.
are
Yeah, that's
performing
so
in there,
amazing.
because they do deserve that respect, because I can hear it, that
Right.
they're putting their heart into it. I believe
Yes.
that every artist that puts out their music, they're putting part of themselves into that song, and that's really what they're doing.
Yes.
And we
And
should
and
respect that.
and you know what, recording it, recording the vocals, when we recorded the vocals, me and Fabian, well, me and him were doing first and second, and we both, said, okay, let's put all of our heart and our emotion into the song, and I think we did it, and of course, Mr. Jerry Pena obviously has a beautiful voice, and he's so well. Um, well, he's done this for so many years, so when he gets in the vocals and the chorus of the song, it makes it sound so beautiful. But for me and Fabian, that we're doing the first and second, it was important that we put that punch in so that people could feel the song and really relate to it as the lyrics go, on the chorus.
Yeah, and it was well done. I actually have an emotional song that's like that. It's a song of regression and overcoming strife.
Okay.
It's a song about a spider, and this spider is crawling up this edifice rather, and he's trying to achieve getting to the top, and as he's almost to the antithesis of the top of this edifice, there comes a rain, a downpour, a deluge of water, and it washes him out, and much to the chagrin of his efforts, but it does not, he overcomes this strife,
You should definitely
and
rewrite and
and
write that
and
song.
he reascends up this water spout, and he's just
It's so interesting that you're saying that, because I am a firm believer. I love lyrics. So I'm a big fan of lyrics. Like, that's why I'm a songwriter, right? But
mhm,
I hear, like, I like the subtleness of messages that you can find within songs, right?
uh-huh,
Like when we were talking about Tu enemigo eres tú, the urban, that more hip hop, that you can hear is so subtle, yet it makes an impact on the song. And I'm very for that. I'm very for subtleness within a powerful song that can make the whole difference in the song, right? But when you're talking about lyrics, one of the things that people don't think about is the people that wrote these songs. Well, I wrote the first one, but the second, uh how this song sounded in 2038 or 1938, I'm sorry, versus 2026. Just the difference in 100 years, how we communicate now
mhm.
versus how they would communicate back in the day, right? That's why I love bringing these songs back to life, because I feel like the essence of who we are as a culture comes from that,
Oh yeah,
you
and and,
know?
and it's also it has a different perspective,
Yes.
especially if they write in allegorical sense, if they have an allegory where they're not fully saying what
Right.
their intent is. It's
That's
complete
right.
allegory. They're just
Yeah.
alluding to something, and you
Right.
don't, wait a minute, you're telling me the banana is the girl? and you're like that kind of thing. So it's really wonderful. Ford Muscle Luis, how are you doing, brother? He says, hello, Brenda Blanco.
Hello.
From Rio Grande City, Garciaville, Texas. How are you doing, brother? Thank you so very much. I'm here too. Not just saying. The range was awesome, says Norma Salazar.
Thank you.
I'm throwing on all these quips, and people are like, dude, shut up.
That's right, ma'am.
Heather Jolene Alcantara, how are you doing, Heather? She says, saludos, my beautiful friend Brenda Blanco and my friend Indio. How are you doing?
Saludos. Thank you so much.
Heather's here in my hometown, San Angelo, Texas.
Oh, yeah.
Even though I grew up in Vancourt, Texas, we have 10,473 chickens, 475,000 sheep, 243,000 goats, and 2 people. Salute.
I love that.
That's it. Norma says the vocals were on point for sure. Thank you so very much, sweetheart. I really do appreciate that. Alyssa Ashley, how are you doing? She says, so beautiful.
Thank you, Alyssa. I love your name.
There you go. Hoya says, everyone. And Mel says, tell them, Brenda, freedom of speech.
That's right.
That's right. And
yes.
You know what, Mel? I'm going to tell you, I'm going to confess. Don't tell anybody, okay? Don't tell anybody. Hola, boss, she says. How are you? I interviewed an artist, and he was a little bit on the, and I was talking to him, and I guess he got frustrated because nobody else was asking him questions or something. And he was like, and I want to tell you one more thing. This lady is the only one that talked to me. This lady is and I was like, dude, oh my God. I'm the ugliest lady around, dude. But I guess it's because my long hair. Because it's to the middle of my back. And he was like, this woman interviewed me. All of you guys didn't. This one did. And I was like, ooh, gosh, man, I'd hate to look at me in the mirror and say that I slept with that. It was like, so yeah, I was like, shh, quiet. Okay, tell no one. Everybody hide. It's going to be a surprise. So, but yeah, it's okay. We are all friends here, and Heather's like, you're a cute lady.
Heather.
I'm a better looking turtle than a lady.
Love that. She's so funny.
Let's take a listen to Estar Junto a Ti, which is it's your current single that you have out right now. We'll take a listen to it. This is going to be another side of you. It's a totally different song than what you've heard so far, and it's wonderful because it shows a different side of your voice.
Thank you.
Cuando Estoy Junto a Ti from Brenda Blanco. That's Brenda Blanco. I'm Indio, right here on Kivo Radio. The ugly turtle.
¿De dónde saliste tú para dañarme la razón, para confundir mi corazón, para revolverme todo tú? Por ti yo olvido lo que soy, por ti yo vivo y muero, como esa niña que una vez lo dejó todo por amor. Cuando estoy junto a ti, corazón, se me rompe la calma. Solo quiero tu piel y me muero por saborearla. Tú me matas, me hieres, me quemas, pero solo de ganas. Esta noche contigo y que nos aparte en la mañana. En la cama, en la calle, en la playa, no me importa nada. En la cama, en la calle, en la playa, no me importa nada. ¡Qué rico! Brenda Blanco. A mí me gusta que me hables, pero con todos los detalles, y que me digas cositas ricas antes de besarme, porque me encanta que tú juegues con mi mente y yo me olvido del pasado y el presente. El futuro es incierto y este amor es muy cierto, tan real es lo nuestro. Tú y yo queremos esto. No te vayas lejos, nunca te lo pido. Ven y quédate esta noche aquí conmigo. Cuando estoy junto a ti, corazón, se me rompe la calma. Solo quiero tu piel y me muero por saborearla. Tú me matas, me hieres, me quemas, pero solo me ganas. Esta noche contigo y que nos aparte en la mañana. En la cama, en la calle, en la playa, no me importa nada. En la cama, en la calle, en la playa, no me importa nada. En la cama, en la calle, en la playa, no me importa nada.
Nice. I was shaking a little booty. That's that song. It's so
You
good.
sounded Italian.
Hey, well, I speak Italian français, s'il vous plaît.
Ándale.
I speak 7 languages, as a matter of fact. Jason
Awesome.
Borjas says, saludos. How are you doing,
Saludos,
Jason?
Jason.
Thank you so very much. Kelly Delgado says, that song was fire. There you go. Naomi Nicely, how are you doing, sweetheart? I don't know what that is. Is that a flashlight? Is
I
it a
think
turkey leg?
tumbas.
Oh, con gas. Con gas.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. This song is fire, says Jolene Heather, and she makes a lot of music. So if she says it's fire, she knows what she's talking about.
Uh-huh.
Kelly puts up the hands, puts on some fire and some dancing, and Kelly says it's a hot song. Kelly knows what she's talking about.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. She listens to music. She's got some great friends that are great musicians as well. I respect her opinion very much so. And then
Oh.
Heather says, nada. Music fire.
En la calle, no me importa nada.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. There you go. That's the way.
That's what she means.
Yeah, there you go. That's definitely something that's very, very positive, even though it sounds negative. You know, that's what I noticed about Spanish. Spanish
Yes.
people, the way people use their words are contrary to what it doesn't make sense to me at all. At all. Mexicans love their mom. Oh my gosh, they love their mom. It's like mom is it. I love mom. But when they use the word mom, it's a bad word. No vale madre. I was like, dude, you love your mom. But if they like it, they're like, está bien padre. They hate their dad. Está bien padre. But no vale madre. Make up your mind, you know?
No. Y luego decimos está con madre.
Yes. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. And what's with the 2 words? Mira, ven pa' acá, come here. What? You know, it's the same thing, you know? Mira, look it. Mira, look it.
It's just more powerful.
Yeah, it's like a double look at. Are you for reals or reals? Huh?
That's Tex-Mex.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it. I was like, that's not in the book. You know, I have a little lesson of the day that I'm always giving out information, especially when it comes to Spanish language. People are like, no, you don't know what you're talking about, man, because my mama said so. Well, mama's not always right, because it's true. Okay, here's one. For people that have the last name Hernandez, where did the name Hernandez come from?
Pues dicen que todos los que se apellidan con la Z vienen de España.
Sort of. Tex-Mex says Mel. Okay, this is the name comes from Spain, but what does the name what does it mean? What does Hernandez mean? Hernandez mean?
I wouldn't know.
Okay, Hernandez, Ramirez, Gonzalez, anything that ends with an
Perez.
an R-E-Z, not Perez.
Oh,
easy.
Like,
easy is the subjunctive of son of.
Oh.
So if it's Hernandez, es el hijo de Hernán. That's where Hernandez came from. Hernán was a war hero during the Moor expulsion from Spain. Remember, the Moors conquered Spain for, I don't know, they had control of Spain for like 600 years. But that's why you have Hernandez, the son of Hernán. González. the hijo of Gonzalo.
Mm-hmm,
The
mm-hmm.
es, the son of. So Ramir es, the son of Ramiro. That's where the name originates. That's what
Right,
that
right,
means.
right, right. Makes
Now,
sense.
now
Yep.
you owe me. Now you owe me $5. I just taught you something. The lesson of the day.
The day. No, well, you want to know something?
I know lots of things. What's
That
that?
Spanish is so rich in the way, I mean, English too. What I'm saying is like, you can say te quiero, in Spanish, we say te quiero mucho. It's like, I love you.
Mhm,
Pero cuando dices te amo, it's more passionate, more love, more, you know what I'm saying?
mhm.
It means, and in English, you only say I love you.
Correct.
Pero en español dices te quiero o te amo,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
So, por ejemplo, cuando mis hijos hablan español, pero poquito, pero siempre nos decimos te amo, te amo. Siempre decimos te amo. Nunca nos decimos, okay, I love you, When we hang up the phone, we say te amo. But that's how, my nieces and nephews too, that's the way they grew up. And that's how we say it. But here lately, I've been writing quite a bit, a lot, and I'm writing for this girl, Jaylin Garcia, and I'm writing a song for her. And I said, when I talked to her, I said, "What do you want to talk about?" Like, because I want to sing something that is gonna be in line with what she's going through right now, right?
She's
So,
like she's like 16 years old though, isn't she?
right, 15. Oh,
If
16. She's gotta be 16. You're right. And
I'm
she
always right.
she says such and such, and I was like, perfect. So I wrote a song for her and it's already done and everything, but she's like, she reminds me so much of myself when I was that age, and singing and doing all that stuff. And you know love is beautiful. Love is a beautiful thing. And
Mhm,
when you write about it, from, I am a very passionate person. I'm very intense, and how I think and how I process things. Just here tu enemigo eres tú, it's very intense the way I feel things. And I don't know if it's because, I'm in the music industry, or because I've always been inclined to lyrics, but that's just the way I write. When I write is very intense. So when we were talking,
it's because you're a Latina, because Latinas are crazy. No, just kidding. It's like
that could be true.
that's like I believe the name is Fireball. No, just kidding. But anyway,
y,
you
y
as you were right.
tenemos, y tenemos una manera de mandar a los hombres a la montaña without saying it, without saying it directly. So I think that's why, some of those songs, like, that are very women empowered, and también les gustan a los hombres. They Men enjoy those songs too. Call it self, what do you call it? Self.
For men, it's self-deprecation, but
Yes, there's another word I'm looking for, that actually Adele wrote it, and I love that song. Um,
real quick, the Lone Mescan says, "Thank you for the lesson of the day." Thank you so very much, the Lone Mescan from I appreciate you, brother. Hoya says Hernandez literally means son of Hernan. I know, I just said so. Or son of Fernando because it's Fernandez. I
yes,
just said that.
yes, correct.
That's exactly what I said. And
History
Kelly
101.
Delgado, History 101. There you go. Oh, y'all are learning. I'm so happy. I
I
just taught
know,
that
I
son to you.
know.
It's
Good,
so
good. Go. How would you
wonderful.
translate? Okay, now that we're talking about languages, how would you
Mhm.
translate a sus órdenes? Si yo te digo a ti, si yo digo, oh, Brenda Blanco a sus órdenes, what does that mean in English? How
In
would you
English,
translate that?
as you wish.
Mm,
Yes, as you wish is not a direct translation.
no,
That's
it's
not
not. No.
that's not the direct translation, but that is a cognitive translation. In other words, what it means is as you wish.
At your service.
At your service is different.
No,
A,
porque en
a su
español si
servicio.
decimos a tus órdenes means I'm at your service.
Okay. But then it is, well, I don't know. I don't know if that's conversational speaking though. I don't know. I don't know that context. I'd have to look it up in the grander scheme of things because I don't, like I said, it depends if it's colloquial or not.
Right.
And
But let's just say,
here's let me put it to you this way. Because depending on the region that you're where you're at,
that's exactly right.
Yeah, it can be colloquial. Like here in Texas, they say fish whether it's on your plate or fish whether it's in the water, but that's incorrect because on your plate it's pescado, but if it's fish in the water, it's pez. That's correct. The way.
That's correct.
But in English, there's only one word for fish, whether it's on the plate or in water.
And so that's why I'm saying that Spanish is not.
They've adopted it. So there's colloquialism. Colloquial just means in that area. That is how they pronounce it. That's why some people are like, no, that's not how you're supposed to. My mom was like, no. There's certain rules in Spanish and grammatical Spanish that have to be followed. So dependent on how it is. And the way you said it, the way I understand it, it means at your service. But I didn't claim that I am correct, fully correct. I don't know. But I can come up with I can find out for you. But I don't have a problem saying I don't know because I just don't know.
Right.
Tecumseh said, a true leader listens before he speaks.
Right.
A bad leader speaks before he listens.
Yeah,
Gil Jimenez says, saludos, Emerald. Hey, Gil. He's saying,
saludos.
Well, yeah. Don't have a single direct English translation because it's an expression of courtesy, respect, and willingness to help.
That's right. That's right. That's correct.
But as I told you, just as not a direct translation, I said that, but I could be wrong. I am not saying I am right.
Right.
I said it. This is as I understand it. In Spanish, service, yes, but he's right in English, as you wish. Thank you, Naomi. But once again, I'd rather be correct and look it up myself. But I understand it.
What does that say?
Esmeralda says, at your service, most common and closest. I am at your service.
That's right.
How may I help you? I am here to help, or whatever you need as you wish. Because they're all conjunctions of the same thought process. Once again, I go back to the colloquial understanding of what it is that you're saying. And by colloquial means in your area where you grew up and listening, what does it mean there? Because it matters really different. Here, for a shovel, here in Texas, in Tex-Mex, they call it a pala. There's no such word as pala in Spanish.
¿Qué es eso, pala?
A shovel.
Oh, yeah. That's Tex-Mex.
Yeah, they call it a pala here.
Yeah, no,
there is no such thing as a pala.
Right.
However, if you use that word in Central America, you're calling somebody a hooker because that's the slang word for a hooker.
Oh, wow.
Colloquialism. There you go. See?
Yeah.
$1.99 extra minute for me teaching you just in case. Just kidding. Knowledge is power, and it's always good to understand where it is that you come from, and it's always wonderful to share knowledge. What good is knowledge if you don't share it?
Right.
That's why I don't condone teachers teaching from the Bible, because that is the parents' responsibility, not a teacher's. They have enough stuff to worry about.
That's correct.
We shouldn't be. And the 10 Commandments aren't going to teach anybody anything just by having them there. You don't learn it by osmosis. You learn it at home. By the way, in the Torah, there are no 10 Commandments.
Right.
They're 12, and they're called the sayings. They're not called the commandments, and they're not even in the order that we have them in. They're totally different. They don't have the do not kill. Instead of do not kill, it's do not kidnap and kill. There's a whole bunch of different things.
Right.
So We have a different understanding, but morality is learned at home. How you treat your kid is, and how he sees you treat your wife is how he's going to grow up to be. He being the
Hmm.
child, not a gender, just a child. But that is that. So that's an interesting that you have that. So you grew up in Mexico, and that's why you have that perspective. Where in Mexico did you grow up?
Frontera.
On the frontera. So then you have more of a Tex-Mex influence than you have
Well,
in.
I'm going to be very honest. I think my Spanish is mostly from Mexico.
Mhm.
Um, I when I speak Spanish, I speak Spanish. I don't speak Tex-Mex.
I know. No, no, no. I said you would have more of an influence of
Right.
Tex-Mex. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm
Yes.
not saying you speak Tex-Mex. I'm saying you have more of the you understand. No, that's not right. But I understand what you're saying. Or
Right.
you,
Right.
unless
Exactly.
unless unless the slang word ends at the end of the sentence, because then you're like totally lost because you're like, what did you call? You know,
Yes.
parquele. What the hell is he
No.
calling me?
Eso estacional.
Yeah, I know because I've heard that before.
Yes.
¿Tenías una flat? No, no, no.
I have learned to live with it because obviously, I grew up here. So, like you're saying, the influences here. I know what they're saying, but it, I don't I don't speak that way. I try to separate languages and keep English English, Spanish Spanish, but at the end of the day, there is this culture here, especially here in the valley in Texas, that we have the Tex-Mex, and it's fine and it's okay, but for me, like, I've written songs in English and I've written songs in Spanish, but I mostly write in Spanish because most of the music, that when it comes to my heart, to my mind, is in Spanish for some reason, right? And I think it has a lot to do with how I grew up.
Yes,
But
it's definitely. You're right. What you
yeah,
know.
yes, exactly. But I love words and I love Spanish and I love how we express certain things. Like, there's certain things that are expressed better in Spanish, and there's certain things that will just have a bigger impact when you say them in Spanish, But obviously that's why we have a huge community of no sabo kids that they'll tell you word by word Spanish songs, but they don't really speak the language, but they understand it, they understand it when you're singing it. So
Mhm.
it is such a beautiful thing to see our, young kids and youth learning, Spanish through Tejano music, through, this other genres that we sing.
Yeah, and I think if you really realize it, like like my group, the Karen Collins and the Kiowas, my grandmother was one of the few women that spoke our language fluently. And when she passed, we lost a vessel of knowledge.
Absolutely.
And there's a lot of Native American tribes that have lost their language because it was it was forced away. My grandfather was one of the orphan kids, so when he was 8, he was taken out of his village and put in an orphanage to Americanize him. He wasn't allowed to speak his language. He was only allowed to speak Spanish, English, and Polish because the nuns that ran the school were Polish, and so that's what he learned to speak. And he he wasn't allowed to speak his language, and when they would talk amongst themselves, they were punished, and that's a very real thing.
Right.
And so history is not a bad thing, but history
Hmm.
cannot be erased.
Right.
History has happened, and it's no
Yes.
shame. It's no shame to look back on history, whether it's good or bad.
Right.
It's what we should learn from.
That's
We
right.
cannot. We should learn it all.
Mhm.
because it all happened and we should respect that. Roger Jalen Yanas, he says, hey, hello, everyone. How are you doing, Roger? Thank you so very much for joining us,
Hello.
brother. I really do appreciate you for being here. Well, Brenda, we've come to the end of the show, or to that part of the show where you get to go ahead and tell your thank yous, your shout outs, whatever it is that you want to do. Don't forget to promote your song and where they can find you. I'm going to go ahead and step out so that way it'll just be you and only you. So please go ahead. It's all yours.
Of course, well, you guys can definitely find my music on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you stream your favorite music, you can find it there. My social media is Brenda Blanco Oficial. Right now, we're promoting cuando estoy junto a ti. That song is colombiana con sabor al Rio Grande Valley. So go listen, stream it. Thank you so much for the space. Thank you for everyone that listens to my music, for everything, every share, every like, every support, that I get. I will never forget it. Thank you so much. And I'm so grateful for the space here with NDO. I appreciate it. And of course, a sus órdenes siempre. Yes. Are you there? Where is he?
I thought you could hear me. I said, did you have any merch or anything else that you wanted to pitch?
Well, I have some. We're in the process of creating, but we do have shirts. We do have stuff everywhere. Like I have my good Imelda de la Cerda that works with Los Arcos. She also makes my merch. So we
There you
definitely
go.
can get anything done. So yes, we do have some.
So if you want to go ahead and get a hold of Brenda, I have her Facebook. If you want to get a hold of her, it's all you have to do is
There you go. Thank
follow the
you.
Facebook QR code. It'll take you to her Facebook, which is Brenda Blanco Oficial. And
Oficial.
that's where you're going to find her on Facebook. Make sure you stop by, give her a thumbs up, say hello,
Thank you so
uh,
much.
follow her, go to the shows and support them. That's how you support your favorite artists. Go to their shows, buy the merch, do yourself a favor, put this down. Because if you're busy doing this, somebody's dancing with the girl you could have been dancing with. So
Right.
just put it in your back pocket. Go over there and dance to that pretty little guy, a girl or guy that said that winked at you when you walked into the place, and go there and make a memory. I guarantee you, it'll be 10 times better than this. I challenge you to answer this question: how many of you have used this at a concert or at a show and gone back to look at it? If you have not gone back to look at it, then quit doing it and go and enjoy yourself. Make real
Right.
memories. Because I guarantee you remember when you were a kid and you were playing kickball or you were doing this and you were doing that. You remember here. You remember
Uh-huh.
here. And besides, I'm there taking video and it's going to be 10 times better than your phone. Guaranteed. Daniel Castillo says, great music. That's,
Thank
that's what
you.
he's saying. Thank you so very much, Daniel.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Brenda, we've come to the end of the show.
It
I
was
really
so
do.
nice talking to
Yeah,
you.
it's wonderful having you. Uh, well, guys, thank you each and every one of y'all for joining us. I really do appreciate y'all. Um, this coming Thursday, I have. Let me look up on my schedule. Sorry. So this Thursday, I have David Lee Rodriguez. He just released an album. He's going to be coming to the show. And then on Monday, the 27th, I'll have Jenny B talking about her show. And then on the following Monday, I will have Pio Trevino. And then the following after that, I'll have La Fiebre, then Gary Hobbs, and so forth and so forth. That David Lee Garza is going to be there,
Awesome.
and all
You
these
have
other
a
people.
good schedule interviews.
Well, it's the labor of love, but I hope each and every one of y'all come back. I really do come and follow us and be part of our show. And I really do appreciate you, Brenda. If you could stick around just a little bit for after the show for some music business, each and every one of
Yes.
you, I want to say thank you so very much for being here. I really do
Thank you very
appreciate your
much.
support. Be sure that you check out Hoya and Mel tomorrow. They're going to be at the Tejano Museum for the induction of Shelly Lara. She's got some stuff that she's going to give as far as for their display as well. They start at 6 o'clock right here on Cuba Radio. It's a wonderful show. If you've not seen them, you're going to truly enjoy what it is that they do. With that being said, if today was a bad day for you, if you did not have a good day, just remember that every day planes take off against the wind. You are loved and you matter. With that,
That's
thank you
right.
so very much for being here. God bless. Love each other. Be human to each other. That is the one and only Brenda Blanco. I am your servidor. See how I did that one?
That's right.
Indio, right here on Cuba Radio. And this is Cuando Estoy Junto a Ti. from
Thank you,
Brenda Blanco.
everyone.
¿De dónde saliste tú?
Hey,
Para
Vivian.
la razón, para confundir mi corazón, para revolverme todo tú. Por ti yo olvido lo que soy, por ti yo vivo y muero, como esa niña que una vez lo dejó todo por amor. Cuando estoy junto a ti, corazón, se me rompe la calma. Solo quiero tu piel y me muero por saborearla. Tú me matas, me hieres, me quemas, pero solo de ganas. Esta noche contigo y que nos aparte en la mañana. En la cama, en la calle, en la playa, no me importa nada. En la cama, en la calle, en la playa, no me importa nada. ¡Qué rico! Brenda Blanco. A mí me gusta que me hables, pero con todos los detalles, y que me digas cositas ricas antes de besarme, porque me encanta que tú juegues con mi mente y yo me olvido del pasado y el presente. El futuro es incierto y este amor es muy cierto, tan real es lo nuestro. Tú y yo queremos esto. No te vayas lejos, nunca te lo pido. Ven y quédate esta noche aquí conmigo. Cuando estoy junto a ti, corazón, se me rompe la calma. Solo quiero tu piel y me muero por saborearla. Tú me matas, me hieres, me quemas, pero solo de ganas. Esta noche contigo y que nos aparte en la mañana. En la cama, en la calle, en la playa, no me importa nada. En la cama, en la calle, en la playa, no me importa nada. En la cama, en la calle, en la playa, no me importa nada.